Okey-doke, Alachia here with Metatalks. I'm gonna do some Diablo 3 streaming. I got invited to a rift here with Shelmo and his crew, so I guess I'll just tag along. Got an hour or so. We're gonna go see Only Lovers Left Alive later, but the boys went out to go running, and they were like, hey, you wanna go running with us? And I was like, I don't do sunlight, you know this. Come on now. So yeah, I'm instead not being one of the crazy health freaks of the day, doing my running and all that stuff. I don't do running. Can't because my back. But I do running in the game. It's kind of cool. What do we have here anyways? Got 2 satyrs, 2 witch doctors. That's actually a pretty good dynamic. Yep, but got the laundry going in. Whatever. Trying to get the house cleaned up for my mom coming to visit. Or whatnot. But I need a break. So I can play some Diablo. Try to get some Zunamasi gear here. I'm actually considering running this another build if I can get a tank, dedicated tank, so I can go back to pylon crit build. Yeah, I think Torment 1, pretty viable for all runs now. I was talking to Nevik James in the chat yesterday, or the other day when I was streaming, and he was like, you should be running everything in Torment 1, and I was like, yeah, but you know, you can go through things a lot faster in in normal. I can just basically, we can all split run as fast as possible, but Torment is just as viable, and you get a chance of getting set gear and stuff. So yeah, doesn't make sense to not run in Torment now, at least minimum. So it's like, yeah, I should do that. I thought about quitting yesterday. I don't know why. Oh shit, it's a goblin. I wasn't even paying attention. That's not good. Could have been a Zunamasi set right there, and I missed it. And then playing Final Fantasy instead. Mostly because of the kind of gear grind was kind of depressing. But then I was watching this YouTuber, Diablo Man Dan or something like that. And he's like 360 Paragon or whatever, and he still hasn't even gotten the ring from the, you know, the Cache 1 ring. Sorry, Act 1 cache ring. So I was like, you know, I guess I gotta be more realistic about, you know, the drops. Just because it's RNG, sometimes you're just gonna have shit runs. And you're not gonna get shit, no matter how much you want. And you may never get it. And that's just something you're gonna have to come to terms with. And that's supposed to be okay. At least I'm trying to tell myself that's okay. That doesn't make me any more frustrated by the RNG. I mean, I suspect they will change and and move things to a coin system like they do in WoW. I don't know. I don't know how integrated the team effort is in Blizzard, whether or not they kind of borrow from each other's experiences of learning like how best loot systems work. But you know, Flip was telling me about raid stuff and how different it is now, and I was asking him like, how does TKP work? And he was like, DKP? Like, we don't. Shit, man, we haven't done DKP in years. Like, it's all like coin and roll based systems, and everyone gets their own role, and it's just no one has to fight for gear anymore. And I was just like, wow. Like, and everyone, you can even like choose like what type of gear you want. Like for I think for certain classes, you can say I only want healing gear, I only want tank gear, or whatever. And that sounds so cool, like to me, because I still get like warrior and crusader shit in Diablo, and I feel like that seems so antiquated a system, especially when they said that things were going to go back to being more on par with only things dropping for your class. So, and that just hasn't been the case. I mean, when you're rolling something that needs int and you keep getting shit that rolls strength, or you need dex and you get stuff that rolls int, it's just kind of ridiculous. Especially when they specifically said that things were going to be more class specific, or rolling more towards whatever you happen to be playing at the time. But like, just like a lot of the times when I was playing WoW, like I had a lot of hope for a lot of the systems that would be changed, and I think eventually they did change, So I have hope that they'll do the same thing for Diablo, because I think they really want this to be a long-term successful game. And I really see things coming down to like DLC content in the future, and them making a lot of money. I mean, I would pay a lot of money to have DLC content that will allow me to like be able to wear Crusader type gear, or stuff like that. I mean, just even vanity shit. I mean, just look at Dota and League of Legends. I mean, people pay billions of dollars just for looks. I mean, why not? Why not learn from that? Vanity is extremely powerful in these types of games. What is Shelmo saying? TF. What is TF? Oh, Thunder Fury is probably what he means. I offered my first unborn child. But yeah, I'd really love to see some sort of coin system, or even rep system with running higher torments. Because I can't really even convince my group, to run higher torments, because even they see that there's just no efficiency to it in terms of getting gear and the amount of time you spend. I mean, I like it because of the challenge, but a lot of people don't want to just play because of the challenge. I mean, they want to feel like they're getting something from it, which, I mean, I understand, but it's kind of hard to just be like, hey, like when I basically, helped them level a couple of alts, and then I'm like, you guys owe me a T5 run, because I feel like I want to be able to occasionally feel like I'm progressing in the game. I guess maybe people who want to play more casually don't really feel that's necessary, but I always feel like I want to get, if I can, get to the next level or whatever of the game. And then, of course, running anything on, like, the higher axe or whatever, or going back through and leveling the axe now that they have adventure mode, or running through the axe now that they have adventure mode in Rifts, kind of doesn't seem worth it as much. So it'd be kind of nice if they added something besides just achievements to get you to go back through, maybe even I don't know, just something more in their reward system. Because they took out the auction house, there's just not a lot of stuff that you feel like you can do to customize or tweak your stuff out. And I would really love to see that more. So, I mean, that's one of the reasons I think I keep playing is because I have a feeling they're going to do those changes, that those changes are going to be made. And I like dungeon crawling, actually. It does get tedious sometimes, but overall I have either a great nostalgia for it or something. I mean, and I definitely like the flavor of this game. It's very dark. I mean, and they added so much detail to all the really morbid shit in this game. Like the other day, I tried to take a screenshot, which is another thing I think they should add. But of these impaled people who'd had their heads and arms ripped off and their guts were hanging from them, but they were like impaled on arrows on the wall. And I was like, oh, it's a really nice touch. But yeah, I would definitely pay to see my character in more than loincloth here. And be able to carry, like, you know, giant two-handed looking weapons around. It's one of the things I always, like, envy with Crusaders and Warriors is they get to carry these fucking giant weapons around and look all badass. And I'm carrying around a fucking pea shooter. Look at this guy. This guy's... or this... Zerakazi. He's got this amazing axe. Look at that. It's awesome. Like straight out of an anime. I like to see how far I can get DPSing without actually using any of my spells besides crowd control sometimes. Not on yellows though. Probably not wise. But yeah, my fire boots are so awesome. You just basically do 100% weapon damage every second I run through mob. Here. Burn the ground you walk on, dealing 100% weapon damage each second. In addition to the blocking, dodging, or being hit causes you discharge bolts of electricity that deal 103% weapon damage as lightning. So, it's pretty awesome. I can just basically walk through shit normally and destroys everything, which is fun. If they allowed witch doctors to have 2 one-handed weapons on... Oh! Should be paying more attention. Then I would do even more weapon damage. I think. I'm not sure how it works. I don't know if it only counts for your main hand. I think it's both weapons though. Did I get Forgotten Soul? No. Damn. should probably actually be looking more at the yellow gear I've been getting, because a lot of it has some of the really nice fire skill damage, which I've been trying to stack. And I can't seem to get them with legendary, so maybe I'll do it with yellows. Might be time for a new transmog of things. Every once in a while I like to change my looks around. I got the look, Steve! Oops. That helmet's pretty awesome. That helm, not so much. That looks stupid. That one's kind of neat. My favorite is this one, though. I think I will use that one. Whoa! He looks crazy weird. What's that helm he has on? It's awesome looking. Not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Guess they all left. But I do wish more people played Diablo. Would be nice. I see everyone always on, but they're not playing Diablo. They're playing World of the Warcrafts or Hearthstone. Why can't we all just play together? Actually, it's probably not a good idea anyways. Everyone's playstyle is so different, but still it'd be nice to see a more world populated. Sometimes I just like running around people. It's one thing I do miss about MMOs. So, what am I on? Torment 1? Okay. I shall do Act 1 bounty then. See if I can get the ring. That'd be nice. Sometimes I lose focus while I'm playing this game. Forget what I'm doing, what the objective is. Inspect the Nephilim monument. I always like it when the little yellow pulse is right at the beginning. That way you can get to your objective right away and get the F out. Where are you, Nephilim's monumentos? Well, that's weird. Why haven't I discovered it yet? Normally it's not this far up north. Guess it is, though. Treasure gobs. Man, could use those illusory boots that let you run through mobs. Be way awesome. Help me get through these maps faster. Oh, this is frustrating. Where is it? I shouldn't be lazy and I should put on my increased movement speed gear for these runs, but I don't like changing out of my clothing because I find it annoying to change back. Hotkey would be nice. Okay, what have I not discovered here? How have I missed something? I don't understand. Yep. Yeah. God. Really? It's here all alone. Yep. Don't need lore.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Pink screen of death?
Yeah,
What?
it was pink. I don't know why it was pink, but he, he's in the IT business, so I'm sure he sees a lot of weird stuff.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's like I shut down Mumble and went to open up Skype and then it came up. I was like, oh dear. But then it recovered and it was fine. But
I figured I'd try to get the ring real quick.
of course. Of course.
You'll probably get it, and then I'll have to cry again.
Oh my god, I just like because I was listening to it at work while I was sorting. Just, as soon as Flip came on, I was like, so you talked to Shelmo? I was like, oh my god.
Well, he had mentioned something earlier in chat, and I was like, what? And he didn't want to tell me, and I was just like, and then so I was like, okay, fine, I'll wait for Shelmo to get online and tell me, and then he brings it up again, and I'm like, okay, now you just gotta tell me, because you can't bring it up twice and not tell me.
Yeah, I was in bed at like 4:30 p.m. yesterday. I was so tired. I was like apparently trying to catch up on sleep.
Is this your last week of the 5 a.m. thing, or?
Today was my last day.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was happy. It's just like I've been working like an hour and a half of overtime every day too. Because they have me doing other stuff that I shouldn't be doing, but because we're so short, it falls on my lap, I guess, for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, at least you haven't had one of those days where people are just leaving at like noon, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
That might be next week though.
Yeah, might
We'll
be.
see. I went like to the other depot right after work today to have another look at it and like put all my circs in for Monday, so it's a little bit less cumbersome, and it didn't seem too bad. So
What
like
are circs?
Flyers.
Flyers.
Yes,
I don't. Why? Why do you have flyers?
because mailmen deliver flyers here.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh,
it's terrible.
oh.
It pays well because we
Uh-huh.
get like 2 cents a flyer
Mm-hmm.
that we deliver, and like some people with like 900 calls on a route who are delivering like 5 sets of flyers on top of letter mail. Like it adds up pretty well, but I don't like it.
So it's like spam mail you're talking about?
Yeah,
Oh
it
God.
totally is. It's terrible.
My our mail is nicely sorted so that the flyer type stuff and the ads are all grouped in one section,
Uh,
separate from the rest of the mail, which is nice, so that I can easily usually get to my mail real quick.
yeah.
Even though
You
that's
guys,
mostly junk.
well, yeah. You guys said that you're all CMBs too, right? Like the community boxes.
Yep. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, my neighborhood and most neighborhoods actually now in Texas, anyways. I think still in the north they still do house to house delivery because like there's usually 3 residences per house, anyways.
Uh,
Because they all like are do call like triplexes, duplexes, or whatever.
right. Yeah. Well, that would make sense then, because it's more than one call per stop. Yeah, I don't know. I came home yesterday and I was just like tired, so I picked something up to eat, and then like my wife came home from the gym. She's like, "You look just exhausted." I was like, "I was so tired." She's like, "Well, why don't you go and have a nap?" I was like, "If I nap, I'm not getting up until like 3 o'clock in the morning." So I went and laid down, and then my alarm started going off at 3:45 this morning, and I was like, "Oh, I guess I missed yesterday." But yeah, like waking up that early every day has not been fun. But I did go and check a buddy of mine's route because he bid this bid as well and got one like at the same depot as me, and he hasn't seen it yet. So I went and looked at it, and he's like, "Take some pictures of the pull sheets." That's where like you have to pull in sequence, and it has all your stops listed and everything. So I like sent him these pictures, and I had to send him 4 because the sheet was so long. He's got 1,136 calls. That's the biggest route that I've ever seen.
Good God.
He replied and sounded so depressed.
Those aren't community boxes?
Nope. So he's pretty well hooped, I guess. I don't know, but at least he's got his own route for a while. So there's that. So I got this other ring, like, not too long before you logged on. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it or not, because it's weird, but I've never even heard of it. But it, like, puts all your zombie dogs into one dog, and he's just big.
Whoa, that's cool.
Apparently, like, because I've never even heard of this ring or anything, like, on any of the witch doctor guides.
Yeah, me neither.
It's never been mentioned. But so I like looked it up, and apparently like it can be pretty tanky, like in some of the higher torments. But once you hit like 5 or 6, he melts just like the other ones. So I'm not sure if it's worth having 3 less
Oh yeah.
minions on the screen, you know. But I mean, it was better than the crappy rare that I was using. So, and I mean, it didn't even roll that good. Like it's got int on it, but that's about it.
So what's he hitting for? Is he? It's like
He
a ton
he hits
better?
for like. I think I saw him hit for 1 million a couple times. Whereas my normal dogs hit for like, I don't know, like 200,000. They don't hit very hard.
What's he
And I
hitting
use
for?
the
Is
physical
he,
ones too,
like,
right? Like you
speed?
use the fire ones, they have more damage. So I mean, I don't know. Like I'll try it out, but I don't like having 3 less
Yeah, I
3
like
less
having.
dogs.
I actually was seeing that the DPS wasn't that much of a big boost from 4 to 5 or whatever.
What do you mean?
Well, when I go to 4 to 5 dogs,
Oh,
but the extra like kind of, you know,
yeah.
fodder
The extra, yeah, the extra
was nice.
fodder.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, you use the same one I do that gives you an extra dog, and then
Hmm.
the gargantuan damage is increased as well, I think, right?
Yep.
Midnight Feast.
Midnight Feast. I
Yeah.
sometimes do Zombie Handler when I'm bored and don't want to actually do anything except for just let my dogs run around.
Right. Is
Yeah.
that the one that like regens them
No, it's the same
sometimes
thing.
on
It's only
kill?
20% extra damage instead of 50.
Oh, I
It gives you
see.
another dog. Yeah.
I see. Oh, that's weird. It's the exact same.
Well,
Oh no,
once
it's not. It's
20,
health. It's health. Yeah, not damage.
it's just
I
damage.
see. No, no. Zombie Handler is the healths of your zombie dogs and gargantuan are increased by 20%,
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
and Midnight
Right.
Feast is damage. Yeah, that'd be good for higher torments, though. Maybe like, I guess if you're not the one who's there to do damage, more of a tanky role, like hit my minions and not the squishy DPS.
Yeah, I don't generally unless we do higher torments and they are sitting in elemental damage, especially poisons and mostly poison actually. I don't usually have to worry about their health.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they usually never die. So I did try actually giving them my thorns to see if it actually bumped up their damage.
Yeah.
I tested that out a couple times. I didn't actually see a huge bump, but you know my own thorns may not be that great, so could be why.
Yeah, it could be.
Because it uses yours to determine theirs. They gain your health and thorn buffs.
Yeah, really the only classes that I see with a decent amount of thorns are monks and crusaders. Nobody else really stacks it that I've seen.
Yeah, I was trying to do everything I could to buff them, and then I realized there's just nothing you're going to be able to do until I get a different gear. Gear's going to make the difference.
Yeah. Eventually you just hit the wall and it's like you need one specific item for each slot, or
Yep.
else it's not even an upgrade. Which is kind of annoying.
Kind of, slightly. Especially when someone gets them in like less than 24 hours of.
Do you know what's even funnier about that though?
uh,
So the group that I was with is like, oh, does anybody have like the Nemesis bracers? And I was like, well, I have them in my bank. And they're like, can you please grab them because we don't? I was like, oh, I guess so. So I went and put like their dex, like their dexterity, and I was like, I don't really want to be switching them out. So I put them on, and they were like, okay, we've got a shrine, like hurry up. And I was like, all right, I'm coming. So I like put them on, sharded my rare ones because I just had rare ones. I was like, whatever, because I'm not going to be switching them back and forth. I hit the thing, we kill the boss, and that's what it dropped from.
now you shall
All
be
of my
touching the
misfortunes
shrines.
with touching shrines, and then I put the bracers on, and that's what happened. So I decided not to take them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a witch doctor rolling dex gear, whatever.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. Well, actually, I'm not surprised, but Flipmax and I have never rolled Nemesis.
Still, wow.
Never.
They must be pretty tough to get then.
Not really.
Cause no? 'Cause
Well,
groups that I run into, like nobody ever has them. That's why I'm so used to never waiting for
I
somebody.
keep seeing them drop in guild chat, which is annoying. So I'm like, man, they seem common enough, or whatever. when we were doing T5 the other day, got to the Rift boss, and it's really annoying because of the disproportionate health um, of these bosses versus everything else in the entire like Rift or even adventure mode bounties.
Yeah.
It's like you get through and you're like everything's completely doable, and then you get to the bosses and you're like, it's not even that they're killing you; it's just that you can't kill them. It takes forever.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah, the
when
bosses have unreal amounts of health.
yeah. Skeleton dance. Oh.
What was that? Skeleton Dan.
Kill a skeleton king at max level in under 1 minute on torment difficulty or higher.
Ah. Incoming cash.
Give me the
Maybe
cash.
yours will have a ring in it.
I don't believe it. Come on, ring.
I got shoulders.
I got nothing. That's nice. Yay!
Is it the Skeleton King pauldrons or whatever?
Ah,
Oh yeah, pauldrons of the Skeleton King. So much better than the ones I'm wearing, but I refuse to take them off.
yeah. I gave Ezzy the Zakar. That I had an extra drop, and he won't use them.
What?
Yeah,
Why? Oh, because he's full of money, that's why.
that's
Doesn't matter to him.
that's true. He does like have 100 something million gold, so he didn't care.
My Peasley cash stack, it matters.
Well, anytime we get low, we just go and do a couple of the T6 runs, and then we get back up again. So we're like, all right.
Well, I guess, yeah. Still, though.
All right. What does your gear look like, anyways? Mask of Jerem. Oh, you got 81%. So
Yeah, it didn't roll very good.
Didn't roll above
And
90.
look at the int and vitality on it too. Like it's all pretty garbage.
Yeah, but that's pretty nice. 81%.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh, so you're not going to re-roll your nemesis to int?
Nah,
Oh, why not?
I don't know. It's eventually, well, because I keep trying to roll, what's it called? The Reaper's Wraps.
Yeah.
So I don't want to waste the souls re-rolling this when I know as soon as I get one physical one, then I'm gonna just use those.
Oh. Why haven't you socketed your Mask of Jerem?
Because I haven't made a high enough gem yet.
Oh, well, just at least put a little piddly gem in there.
Yeah, but I gotta pay to take it out.
Well, it's only 30,000 to take it out, a piddly gem.
Is it?
Yeah,
Only
yeah,
30,000?
yeah, one of those smaller ones. You know, what do they call them? Marquee? Yeah, marquee, whatever. Yeah, it's like better than nothing.
There.
Okay, that's
I
better.
didn't know it was so cheap.
Yeah,
And I'm very, very cheap, apparently.
yeah. So cheap you're wearing level 47 pauldrons.
Hey, indestructible items. That matters.
Apparently, it does. Okay.
4 then?
Yeah, 4.
Okay.
It's weird.